What's up, guys? Another amazing episode of The Mandalorian. We must talk about it. So happy you're joining us. Episode 3. My God. But first, let's get to a word from our sponsors. Check them out. Hey, guys, are you tired of people telling you what you can and can't watch? Well, I am.
He's a man, not a god. Come on, comrades. He's a man, not a...
And that's why I have partnered up with Surfshark VPN. Never again will Netflix or Disney Plus tell me that I can't watch something.
Damn straight.
Access is a right. It's not a privilege. It's even in their marketing. Global content for everyone, regardless of where you're at. So, for example, are you in Europe? Do you not have access to the wonderful Mandalorian in Disney Plus? Well, all you have to do is use Surfshark. Change your geotag location. It's super simple. You just go to the website. Obviously, you sign up. You get it going. You click this, and you could actually click on the individual country flags, the country that has access to it. Bing, bada, boom, and you go, and you have access to it. That's right. And so now you've got access to Fantastic Beasts, because that was only playing in Australia. You can go watch that on Netflix in Australia. You can. And all of that plus protect your data, guys. So that's super important. So I like it when nobody's telling me what I can and can't watch and my data is protected. Right now, we are running an 83% off promotion for the Angry Army at Surfshark. We have our own link, surfshark.deals/AngryJoe Show. Click those links down below and get full access. The access that you deserve. You're right. I love Surfshark for that. Okay, guys? Enjoy the rest of the review.
They made the deal even better this week. You get an additional month completely
It's super
free.
cheap.
So it works out to be even cheaper than it was before. It is amazing.
Click those links
It's a good
below.
deal.
Thank you so much to Surfshark. Don't let anybody tell you what you can and can't watch with geolocking.
None of my watch.
Protect your data. So let's jump straight into the episode because, my God.
Spoilers.
Yes. Oh, spoiler reminder, because the fact is we're in episode 3 of season 2. You should know by now.
Go watch it, then watch this.
Chapter 11, the
Harris,
which is referring to
Ed Harris.
No.
Yes.
No, it's referring to Bo-Katan. Oh, my God. Bo-Katan is back. Live action Bo-Katan. Katie, Sackhoff from Battlestar Galactica. Bo-Katan from Star Wars Rebels.
He's never
What
watched
is wrong
Rebels.
with you, Joe? We're sorry. We apologize on Joe's behalf. We have to have him watch Clone Wars and Rebels.
That's
and
a lot.
You ever watched Battlestar Galactica? What was that
Oh
one?
my God.
She was in a movie with.
I've watched all her
been in
movies,
some
all
bad
her crappy
sci-fi
movies. A lot of them
Then
are
she was in a Vita Diesel movie.
but I
wasn't she?
love her. And yes, she was. And there's some good ones, but it is so cool to see. And she actually voices the character from the cartoon, and she is the character in live action. I
She's badass.
freaking loved it. When
she
she
was
showed
here.
up, and she took her helmet off, Joe. Did you see that? Oh, shit, this helmet fits with my headset?
Yeah, they're kind of
Oh, well, shit, I'll just do the review
it's
from
a little
here.
Echo though.
Okay.
Yeah, a little
well,
bit.
this is the way. But apparently,
it's not the way. Yes, I was gonna say that because like they took, well, spoilers. Obviously, those 3 come in and help him, and they take off his helmet.
That's
or
right.
Their helmets.
And
every
that-
time people take off their helmets, I'm like, hey, these guys are
Not a
fake.
Mandalorian.
Joe was
You're not
giving
a
me crap
Mandalorian.
about it because in season 1 and season 2, I'm constantly taking my helmet off. Well, there's an in-universe explanation in this episode. They now explain that the Mando is a part of. She tells him essentially that you're.
That's the old way. Yeah.
The old way, like religious, almost religious extremist
Yeah,
kind of
fanatic.
thing. That it's like they're fanatical about Mandalore. who Mandalore the Great, who led the Mandalore people a long time ago, and she is a different, Mandalore clan, a little bit more new, a little more progressive. They could take their helmets off whenever they want.
Still badass though.
Yeah. And I'm glad she does because Katie looking good. She looks so good. It's so perfect that she looks like the character. She sounds like the character. They got the character armor correct. Guys, I'm geeking out because I watch all the expanded universe stuff and the cartoons, and for them to see it cross over into live action opens up a whole new world of possibilities. So I really like this episode. If you cannot tell, let's throw it over.
He really loved it because it was blue armor.
Fucking blue! No, that part I didn't like.
I love the blue armor.
I
It's
know.
so good, though.
I know. OtherJoe likes blue, but fucking blue armor. It's they're from, they okay. Anyways, Joe, we'll explain.
Well, see, okay. That's what I was thinking. I really like this episode, but I wanted some more back lore. I have not seen Rebel and everything else like you have. So I kind of wanted them to expand because they called him, I think, the Watch or something like that. I'm like, can you elaborate on that?
Well, we know he was saved by
Yeah,
the
that's the
Watch.
problem is because, it had only 26 minutes.
I know. That's what.
Take
That's
out
the
the
downfall
credits,
for me.
take out the intro.
26,
And it's like
27 minutes.
26 minutes maximum, so they're getting shorter. No.
Yeah, I wanted them to expand on the lore, give me some kind of like. I know you were geeking out. I was like, oh, I don't know who this is.
Yeah.
But
For you,
she gave
you
me
were
like
who?
it was real quick.
Okay, she was. Let me just give you a little refresher, Joe. She
Okay.
was essentially going to be the leader of the Mandalorian people. She had that
Yeah.
dark saber. You
Okay.
remember the dark saber?
Yeah, I got that.
That Moff Gideon has. I'm like, what the hell? Like, why does Moff Gideon have this dark saber? She's supposed to have it, Bo-Katan, and so there must be something in there. And eventually, these two are gonna clash because she is searching for the
She's
dark
looking for that.
saber.
Well, you can also explain it that she was Leia's father's master's girlfriend's sister.
Oh my God!
If that
damn.
cleans
is
it
that
up,
true?
If that cleans it up,
If
right?
If it does, I don't know. Is that
You're over here
too
blow
much
my
for you
mind.
to handle?
Yeah, it's too much for me to handle, guys.
What does that make us? Absolutely nothing.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit.
Yeah,
so
let's go through this
Let's go through the episode first. So initially, the Mando ship is just screwed the hell up. We're talking messed up, but luckily he's able to limp to this planet. It like at first I thought it was like the Mon Cala because it had a bunch of Mon Calamari, it had some Quarren, but it's actually Trask, right?
Yes.
So he gets the Frog Lady.
That's her name.
Named Frog Lady.
Named Frog Lady to Trask.
To meet with Frog Man.
And I wonder if I didn't look in this one. But,
Frog husband.
her husband to, basically reunite. And that's the theme of this particular episode in my mind, in the background. It's about rebuilding or reuniting family.
Oh, yeah.
The
I see
Mando
that.
is looking for the family, for
The youngling,
the
the
child. These Mandalorians are looking to reunite and rebuild the Mandalorian family. She is meeting up to populate the frog people. So that's what I thought that this one. And this episode was directed by Bryce Dallas Howard, the daughter of Ron Howard.
Who did Solo.
Who
One of the many directors of Solo.
Who, if you remember, she did the episode with the AT-ST in the last one where
like
they
that
had that battle and stuff, yeah. And she's brand new kind of to this directing stuff. And so she has Jon Favreau and all these other directors around her kind of. But this is the second time she does this, so maybe she had a little more input. But, so you got that. And so they meet up and they got the family. But unfortunately, once he gets there and the frog man tells him, yes, your people are over here. He goes on a journey.
Did he betray them or not really?
What's that?
Did he betray them or not really?
Who betrays him?
The
Frog man. He's like, yeah, go with them.
No, I don't
then
think
they were
he
like,
does.
Not
I
intentionally.
think that the Quarren people, those two races on the fishermen who are fish themselves but are fishing.
Cannibals.
Yeah,
Fishy
they're
fish.
Fishy fish. You're right. They do. Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, dumb. But anyways, they're usually kind of on the wrong side of the Star Wars universe
They always
battles,
pick the
and
wrong-
so I
they
guess
pick the
maybe
losers.
Now, I'm not saying they're all bad fish.
You guys
Joe.
are nothing but gangsters.
No, they're
Nothing but
not.
Gangster fish.
But these particular ones were. So he goes on this fishing boat with them. They're all like, "Hey, have you ever seen the Mama
Mamba
Mama core feed, and it's quite a sight. And I'm like, I don't trust these guys.
No, fuck.
So they look a little closer. Knocks baby Yoda into there. Knocks the Mandalorian in there. I'm like, oh fuck, he's dead.
They did.
I mean,
Yeah,
no,
did you
I
see-
thought I was like, no, there's no way he's getting out. He's getting out himself
Yeah, we knew that.
because
but
Boba Fett.
the tension was still there.
Because Boba Fett got out of the Sarlacc pit.
There wasn't a steel cage.
Exactly.
It was a
There's
cage
no
match.
cage on top.
Okay, well, he could have used his rocket, guys.
To go through the cage.
Yeah, and he's gonna get stabbed.
Yeah.
They were stabbing him every time he got up.
Okay, but so this is actually where the moment the Mandalorians show up. So
cool.
you got her faction showing up, Bo-Katan. They take their helmets off, and they kind of give a little bit more backstory to who he is and what faction he was with, and that there's other factions of Mandalorians,
like
that it's
a
not
minute.
just one way.
That's what I was mad. I was like, don't just wave it over.
Yeah,
I mean, come
it was super quick,
It
and I
was,
get you.
and
Give me a few
It's
more
a
minutes.
26-minute episode, Joe.
There was no mandate that said it had to be 26 minutes.
I know.
It
I
could have
agree
been
with that.
35
This should have
minutes.
been way longer because she deserved way
Yes.
longer.
I'm okay with the flashback.
All right. Well,
Let's
let
do
me toss
flashback.
it to you guys. I'm doing too much talking
Okay.
here. I'm so excited. I'm sorry. What did you guys think of the episode?
Again, I really liked the episode. It was action packed, but I still want some of that lore. Give me some of the little downtime. Not a lot. Explain to me what's going on. I haven't read. Or I don't know much about the lore.
The animations.
Yeah, so if they do like a little flashback, it's like, all right, this is what happened. This is the old way. This is the
I
new
used to
way.
have this sword. I need the sword
Yeah.
back to get my clans together.
How
it would
did
have been
you
really
lose
cool.
the sword?
Oh,
What
what
happened?
happened? Yeah. And you want to come back?
They'll get to that, Joe. They'll
Will
get
they?
there.
It's gonna
People
be
like
shorter
me
and
who have
shorter.
consumed all the Star Wars
I
merchandise
know.
and the series.
And again, I
Get a
want
little
more,
something.
which is a good thing, but
Okay. No, I understand completely.
Okay.
I think that it felt a little too condensed, especially for Boko Katan. This is a big moment,
it was a big moment.
and it almost flashes by like
did.
so fucking quick.
Yeah, I think it was a monumental episode as far as like where the story goes, because now we actually have direction. We know the importance of the Darksaber.
Yes.
We know why that was teased in the first season. We know kind of where this thing's going. We know these characters are going to come back and meet each other because they're on this kind of cool journey. And it was only 26, 27 minutes long. They should have had 5, 10 more minutes. Slow talking. I'm not. They don't even need to be action
yeah.
sequences. They sat down
Yeah.
and had tea.
Yeah.
They literally sat down
Well,
and had
no,
tea.
but first he's like, well, fuck you guys, I'm leaving.
If
or
you're not
something.
you're not.
He's like, you're not the Mandalorians I'm looking for, and he flies off. But then 5 minutes later, they fly back
and help him, yeah.
Yeah. So he flies off essentially, and he goes to the docks. He is encountered again by the brother of the
You
Corps.
killed my brother.
How do you know?
I don't know. It got back to
Did
him
it
pretty quick.
send a distress
Yes.
signal?
Yeah, there's not
Yes,
that many
just
Mandalorians out there, and his brother's like, "I'm gonna take this one out, and I'll come back."
Take
and
the
he did.
Beskar.
And then
Hey, everybody.
it's a trope. It had to be put in there, and
Okay,
it's
okay,
good.
Wild
yes.
West.
It
Joe.
was done
It was fine.
right.
It's Wild West.
It was fine.
So
I'll
they
wait-
show up again to save his
I'm gonna
ass.
wave it over.
And let's see. At the beginning of the episode, though, there was this hooded woman. That was one of the Mandalorians.
Yeah, that's what I
Yes.
thought.
At first, I thought, "Oh shit, is that Sabine?" Oh my god! But I don't think that's
Wrong
Sabine.
age. No, it's not. We know it's
So the wrestler from WWE, is it Sasha Banks or somebody else? I
Yeah,
don't
that
know
sounds
the
right.
wrestlers. I'm sorry. I think it's Sasha Banks.
Oh,
She
no
is
comment.
one of the Mandos, and I thought she was going to be Sabine, but apparently not. She barely talks. I don't think she says a word.
she eventually
Barely.
says
What
something.
does she say?
barely.
They're sitting on his ship, and they start talking about like
Okay.
raiding
Something like
the other ship later.
Not
on.
much.
She didn't say much. So I was like, well, that's not Sabine. They would make that way bigger because Dave Filoni made this character. So that wasn't her. She was just an enforcer on the side of Bo-Katan. Anyways, so that Bo-Katan shows up, saves him again. That's the second time she saves the Mando. Doesn't even rub it in his face, but it's like, let's go have a drink. So then you get a little bit more backstory, and yeah, we would
Very,
love.
very little bit.
Well, it's mainly about, hey, you want to find your people? Help us. I was like, okay, here we go
Right.
again. So-
Here's the mission.
Yes.
So we get the mission.
Yeah.
But I gotta give Bryce some. If I give her some some negative feedback where the episode was a little too quick. It felt a little flat in places when it should have been a little more monumental. I will give her this, that some of the cinematic direction in it was really nice.
Yeah.
The 3 Mandalorians flying up from the
explosion.
from the
That was cool.
ship
Yeah.
and exploding. Very cool shots in this. Especially once they get the mission, because now we have just a straight up fight. And I love this like small action stuff, because obviously you got Star Wars and you see all the ships firing at each other. But this, it's like the underbelly again. It's like the small action. So this one freighter is taking off with weapons, and she's like, "No, I need to get these weapons. We need to capture the weapons, and you're gonna help us. And if you help us, then I'll help you." So he's like, "All right, let's make a deal." And so they make a deal, and it's so cool. The ship flies off. They come up with this plan, and then you got these 4 Mandalorians coming out.
Yeah, if you think battles with 1 Mandalorian were pretty cool, you had 3 more that all know what they're doing and they can take care of themselves. You're like, okay, these poor stormtroopers.
Right, exactly. So, and they get this time. The one thing that Disney Star Wars has gotten so wrong, and I'm talking about the sequel trilogy, is the New Order, right? Because they're all like little kids, or they're just too young and they're not menacing. But no, this is Empire, and they get the Empire officers correct here. Yes. They're this arrogant. This the guy that does Bosch or something like that. I think he's been in other things. I don't know if he's been in Deadwood.
This guy looks like a douche.
Yeah, but they exert this
they
confidence,
do, yes.
even when they know they're fucked. And I'm like, they must learn that in the academy. It's just such good world building, you know. But they assault the freighter, and you have these stormtroopers that can't hit the broadside of a panther.
They even make jokes of it.
Yeah. The scene was cool. Cool as fuck.
I want to see the training of the stormtroopers. It's like, you missed everything. Congratulations.
Yeah, you're
on the team.
Yup, because they do a lot of missing.
They do. They
do
fire.
some hits. They get some hits.
Okay, well, here's the thing. The Mandalorians throw some smoke.
Alex, if you fire like 1,000 rounds, yes, you're gonna get some.
You're gonna get some hits.
They
even a broken clock is right
exactly.
twice a day. Yeah.
Exactly.
So they get a few hits, but they throw smoke because they're up against crazy odds. But there's 4 Mandalorians. They put on like fucking Predator vision. Which, oh no, how did I forget about this? Where's my face hugger? Oh, fucking poor baby Yoda. Back at the
that's at the end.
No,
well, the
that's at
too.
the beginning.
Soup with live stuff in there.
The face hugger.
That's right, the soup.
So something comes out of this. I'm like, wait a minute,
Octopus.
there's something in that soup, and comes out little face hugger. They did that earlier. They did that earlier in the past episode, so now they just went full on aliens. And then this episode had aliens and it had Predator, I think, because they had like some of that little thermal vision going on. The
He's used it
Mandos
before.
using lots of creative tactics. They're pinned down. The officer realizes, because they attacked the cargo hold.
Sucks. Mm-hmm.
The cargo hold, and they're like, you just hold a little bit. We'll go into hyperspace, and then we'll go inside a Star Destroyer, and they're fucked. Like, we have them. So just hold for a little bit. They're like, okay, we will. I was like, oh, shit. He immediately loses his cool when he sees the Mandos. And he's like, fuck this. Close all the doors. And he's like, all right, don't worry about it. We got him trapped. He's like, well, where did you trap him? We got him trapped in the cargo control room.
What?
It takes him a second, and then he goes, and then the oh shit look is on his face, and it's perfect.
It's so good.
You want to spread that on toast, that look on toast.
Yeah.
Suck the fuck out. and then they realize, okay, they're screwed. But Moff Gideon comes up on the comms, and he's like, we need reinforcements, Moff, help us. Moff, help us. And he's like, you've already been compromised, you idiot. He's like, you know what to do. And he's like, sir, yes, sir. Long live the Empire. Long live the Empire. He shoots his 2 pilots, grabs the controls, and is ready to commit suicide with the Mandos on there. I'm like, fuck. Well, don't worry, because they got jetpacks, so it's not like they're going to die. But the whole goal.
They need to get that whole freighter.
Yeah. And I calmed that. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm so excited. I need to calm down. The whole goal. Bo-Katan switches the deal. I will alter the deal, making you think. Wait
It's
a minute.
not the Mando way.
Right.
That's,
Like,
that's
hey,
what Vader does.
hey, are you bad guys? Or are you good guys?
Yeah.
Joe's probably wondering, are these bad guys?
Bad guys.
No,
They
they're
can't
good guys.
be good
Joe.
guys because they have
No, they're
blue.
good guys.
We'll be up in
If
a
you're blue, you're good.
Oh, okay.
Red.
What happens if the Empire shows up in blue?
Red's bad.
Whatever. Anyways, so she alters the deal and says, we need this whole ship now. And he's like, no, what are you doing? This is not the way. You're altering the deal. And she's like, if you want help, this is how it's going to be. And
This
so
is the way.
This is
just
the way.
like, ugh.
But eventually, it does come full circle. She does the right thing at the end. But anyway, they need the whole ship, so then they charge the bridge, rip open the door, get him out of there. They want to keep him alive because she's like, I need you to tell me where Moff Gideon is. He's like, long live the Empire, and cracks down on.
Where's my saber?
That looks like a
That's what she
painful
says.
way to go. Does it
Where's my
have to
saber?
inject lightning into my teeth?
Yes.
As I take my cyanide pill?
Yeah.
Yes. So you gotta get that cool effect.
No,
though.
it's a futuristic cyanide pill.
You can hear it if you listen closely. He bites into it. He's like unlimited power.
Yeah.
It was the Emperor all along, Joe.
It's a little.
It's a little emperor in your teeth. It's probably shaped like the Emperor.
That'd be cool.
That'd be
A
pretty
little,
right.
little Flintstone gummy.
What
there.
are we doing?
I don't-
What are we doing?
yeah, I don't know. I'm getting sidetracked.
This is the kind of content you get here.
Yeah,
on
you're
the Angry
welcome.
Joe Show.
High quality stuff.
So, anyways, commit suicide. And fuck. They're like, fuck. I need
But he's
to-
like, look, if you're asking me about the saber, you already know that he's got it. So it
Yeah.
just confirms that Gideon has it.
Yeah.
managed to lift the ship just in time before it slams into the water and kills everybody. And she makes good on her word. She tells him exactly where to take the child.
Corvus.
So now we have
We
was
have a
it
mission.
Corvus?
Yeah, I think so.
We
It's the
have
forest planet of Corvus.
Yeah, in exchange for information on the Jedi. So she says she offers the Mandalorian a place in her ranks, but he's like, I have this to do. I'm doing this. But she tells him to name drop Ahsoka Tano.
You know
in
who
the
that is, right?
city of Calodan on the forest planet of Corvus.
You don't know who that is?
Joe?
Rosario Dawson. You like her,
You
though,
need
right?
to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you need to watch the rest of it. Anyway, so then the Razor Crest, he goes back because that thing was fucked up, and he gives like one of the calamari
1,000.
1,000 credits, and he comes back at the end of the episode. This is all you could do because it's still a piece of
Just
shit.
stuff with strings everywhere
Yeah,
holding
there's
it
nets
together.
everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Very
how
predator.
is this gonna fly?
Yeah, but that thing is a beast, Joe. Plot armor.
Yeah.
So anyway, he takes off to go to meet with Ahsoka Tano. But on the way, there's a little creature, a little follow-up.
Mini
Because the
Kraken.
baby's fucking hungry, man. Somebody feed this fucking baby.
I thought he did.
Yeah, not letting them take the eggs. Joe, did you see Twitter? Twitter fucking exploded when the baby Yoda was eating eggs. I never thought I'd see anybody turn against the baby Yoda, but there's some crazy people on Twitter
He's
turned
a
against
child.
baby Yoda. Exactly.
They're unfertilized
He
eggs.
doesn't-
I know. I'm like, this is a fictional show with
Plus,
a
it's a
fictional
kid.
child, and a kid puts anything and everything
That's
in
what
their
kids
mouth.
do.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
So shut the fuck
my God.
up.
Of all the things
God.
to be mad at right now.
I know, right? Exactly.
This little green puppet put a Dragon Ball in his mouth, and I'm
I
mad.
was hungry, damn it. Anyways, but they follow up on that joke where, he's super hungry. He gets to eat the porridge at the beginning, and then at the end, it appears like there's some kind of, it's the
Mini
mama
Kraken.
core.
Yeah.
It was a baby core this time, so a baby core comes out and looks like it's going to attack the child, but Mando's got this. He was watching the whole time, and the baby laughs.
Crashes or
And eats
crushes
him.
it.
And
He's
eats
like,
him.
here you go. Here's some food.
Here's him. Yeah, you can eat this. Can't eat the frogs.
He eats
Nobody gives a
everything.
fuck about baby cores. Apparently, the social justice
I honestly
warriors
thought he was gonna
do
because
not
he was
care.
playing around with that little tadpole.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna eat it.
Yeah.
In front of the mom and the pop.
right.
He's like,
I
oh,
I
it's
forgot
cute.
about
They
that.
turn around. He walks in.
So the beautiful conclusion to
dead.
the storyline of the frog people is that Mando congratulates them They have a beautiful tadpole baby, and
That's the real heiress. That's what the story was about. It's not
Oh, I
Bo-Katan.
see.
That's the
Double,
one.
man. Every episode has a double meaning, and
Yes,
that's
two
the
meanings.
double meaning. So it wasn't a boy; it was a girl.
Yeah.
A girl tadpole. And he says congratulations, and the baby wants to play with it, and
Eat it.
At this point, just for you people, they say he realizes, oh, I see. Okay, I won't eat it no more, and then he leaves. But yeah, great episode. Way too fucking short.
20-something minutes.
For how monumental this was, it just was over in the blink of an eye. Makes me want to watch it again. But I will say, Bryce Dallas Howard did a good job. She's a little inexperienced as a director, but she's got a good support system there with other,
Great support system.
great support system. Some of the parts of the episode felt a little flat. Need a little more explanation for people that have not seen some of the previous animations, but other than that, great. So let's go to final verdicts.
Final verdicts for me is going to be a 9 with little asterisks. The action was great. I had a great time, but again, it's like you're running full speed. It's like you got that high. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is fucking awesome. Then you hit a brick wall. It's like, that's the end?
Yeah.
It's like, what? No, come on. It's like,
I hate that.
yeah,
like,
it's
I love that
oh, this
song,
is so
but I hate
fucking
that song.
badass. It's going.
Because you know it's over.
It's over too fast. Again, I wanted them to expand more on the lore. Give me some more of that little character building.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to that if it's done right. But overall, I had a great time with it. It's very short, though.
Yeah.
I also
What did you rate it?
A 9 with an
9 out of 10.
asterisk. All right.
well, so
No, it's a 9.
So I am going to expand on the asterisk and say that I'm giving this an 8. Again, I really like the episode. I think that the length of the episode really hurt it.
Yeah.
I think that
Yes.
all the action was
Yes.
there, and again, for something as monumental
I know.
as the storyline and the direction of where it's going, for them to not do more world building, feels
And this
wrong.
being the shortest episode? No.
Yeah, so there's a difference between something being amazing and you just wanting more, and then something not quite explaining all the things that you feel it should, and then ending too soon. And I think that this is more of the latter. So it's not like, oh, it's amazing and I want more. You just want more because it was awesome. It's like, you're right, I do. But I'm also recognizing that I think that they didn't tell
There's
the
a little
story.
limitations in the storytelling.
If
at that format.
I think that things like Easter eggs are the appropriate thing. If you're not familiar with Star Wars, there are Easter eggs that you may like as a fan because you've seen everything in Star Wars. There's a ton of them here. But that's the kind of thing that you should get over a casual viewer. A casual viewer shouldn't be going, who is this person? And are they a bad guy? Are they a good guy? Like, that difference of information, I think in my mind is a fault of a storyteller, and I don't think that they told the story as strong as they could. Now, again, I still love it. So all the people like, I hate this guy. But it's like, I still love the episode, and it was really, really good.
Yeah.
I just think that it could have done better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to expand on my thing, too, like, I think later episodes is going to hinder it. It's like, oh, this callback, we'll talk about it. It's like, well, you had the chance. Now you kind of...
Well, he's going to be in the dark until then.
Exactly. It's like, well, now you're going to explain it. I got to remember this episode.
But that's a part of the fun of the discovery,
So
Joe. The
Kylo's mother's-
discovery.
Kylo's
You're going on a
mother's
journey
brother's
with the Mandalorian. The
Father's
Mandalorian.
Padawan is Ahsoka.
No, the Mandalorian don't know who she is. The Mandalorian don't know who these people are. You are looking at it from the point of view of the Mandalorian.
Okay, well,
you see
later
what I'm
on-
saying?
well, later on,
You see what I'm saying?
So what would the
Just
Mandalorian
because
rate
I
this
have
episode
seen
then?
the expanded lore, it's a little treat to me, a little reward, because I have engaged in way too much merchandise and expanded lore stuff.
Yes.
And I don't think it takes away, but I do agree that the pacing
It
is
lowered
a
his
little-
enjoyment a
it's
little bit,
quick.
so.
It did, because later
Okay.
on they're going to be shorter and shorter. It's like you don't have enough time to kind of explain the
All
other stuff.
right, I'm not going to argue with you because I enjoy them being longer. So 9, 8. I am going to go. Twitter kind of ruined me because there was a few people that had seen it before I saw it. We saw it a little later today.
Stay off.
They were like, "Oh my
Stay
God, this is
off.
the best episode ever! This is the best episode of the man." I'm like,
It wasn't.
I got all hyped. I
was
watched
good.
it. I'm like, this ain't the best episode of The Mandalorian.
Stay
Why
off
you
the
got to say
line.
that? Stop that shit. I know, I
Not
need
everything has
stop
to be
that.
the best or the worst.
But-
Like, things can be just really good.
It's like, no, like, have you even watched the other episodes? Like, even the episodes that came before this are a little bit stronger. And when all those other Mandalorians showed up, said, this is the way, all these, and I have spoken, and all this other stuff.
miss him.
I miss him too.
He's not dead. He died
He's
off
not dead.
screen.
You brought
He's
him
still
up.
alive. That was a fake grave. Fake news.
It was.
Anyways, but no, I think it's very, very strong. It had the 10 potential, like people said it did, but I don't think it landed on the 10. It might be a little bit of Bryce Dallas Howard's inexperience at directing, or maybe it wasn't her fault. It was more the writers that wanted to create an episode that was only 26 minutes long, or the fact that it's just Katie nails her role as Bo-Katan. It's so cool to see this in live action. The raid on the Imperial thing. So I do want to give it a 10. I'm trying to convince myself not to give it a 10. I want to give it a 10.
Up to you. There's no judgment here. Only online.
No judgment.
No judgment here. Only online.
I do agree with you guys. It needed to be a little longer. It needed to expand on these things. So I will give it a 9. Because I do think that eventually we're going to get some badassness with Bo-Katan.
Like people like me.
Yeah. You'll get the payoff. Because you don't have the payoff, you'll get the payoff. We'll see. So 9 out of 10 for this episode. We enjoyed it very, very much. Let me see if there's anything that I missed. You guys remember?
Or did we miss anything from the last episode either? I don't think we've been pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I feel like I blasted through this one. What are we at?
30 minutes.
Okay, cool. All right, well, guys, that's it for us. I want to thank our sponsors for making these individual review episodes possible. Really appreciate you supporting us, Surfshark. If you guys can do us a favor, click those links below. See if it's something you're interested in. $2
a month. Less than a minute to install.
Go watch Rambo in France, Japan, on these different streaming services. Get access to the things that you deserve.
Protect your data.
And protect your data. So we have a promo code down below. Check that out. And thank you so much for watching.
Let us know if we missed anything or what you thought about the episode.
Did we miss anything last time? Let's do some little Easter eggs here, just for fun.
Everything in this episode was a sound Easter egg from something else.
Yes.
Like the sound design in this one was really good.
Like what?
So we see an AT-AT is actually the crane in there.
Yes.
When they're in the ship, raiding the ship, it was all of the old Imperial Star Destroyer noises. Them taking their helmets off was the Vader helmet thing. There's a ton of really cool.
I thought Vader's helmet was unique.
Me
that
too.
had.
What do they have in there?
It's hermetically sealed, right?
That's why he's so raisiny.
Yeah, but it should sound. But you're right. Sound design, great. Some nostalgic throwbacks. What else? Man, they got her. They nailed her armor. It is exactly the same as it was in the animation.
Cool. I like it.
And you like that? You only like it because it's blue, Joe.
If it was red and black, you would only like it too.
Yeah, I would like it. I want to see a red and black Mando. Damn it!
Nah, it's evil shit.
In live action. Yeah. So what else? I do find it interesting. Where do you think they're going with this?
Corvus.
No.
Okay.
With Mando having, don't take your helmet off. You aren't true Mandalorians. Flies away, and then they come and save him, and he's like, maybe these guys are all right after all. Do you think he's gonna leave his religious
his ways?
Oh
change
no!
His ways,
what
take
if?
off his helmet,
what if Bo-Katan's faction gets pissed at his faction? And the two factions of Mandalorian fight for the rights to the Darksaber. Oh, which side is Mando going to side with? Do you think that could happen, or do you think Mando's siding with Bo-Katan immediately?
Only in Season 3.
No way.
I don't think there's time in this season to do that.
This is the way, Joe. It's his family. But did you notice, here's some more Easter eggs, how she was reaching out to him the same way that her faction, I think her faction is the same faction that saved him, I think.
He was saved by Death Watch, right?
Death Watch.
And then, so she used to be part of Death Watch.
Yeah.
But she's not Death Watch anymore,
She's her own faction.
She left Death Watch, right?
I think so, yeah. And so she led the Mandalorian people with the Darksaber, and then we have no idea what happened. Then there was the Great Purge, so it must have been that Moff Gideon was a part of that and kicked her ass or something and took the Darksaber and stole it. So she's super pissed. And I don't know. Do you think is Katie's looking good?
She just looks good.
Oh, she looks great.
40. That's
young. Call me.
40 is.
Call me.
40 is young. Come on.
Yeah,
we're
sure is.
Pretty close to 40.
Joe, you're nuts. So why did you say that out loud?
I'm 22.
Anyways, Starbucks. So we'll say you got me all distracted. Now I'm just thinking of
No,
her
you thinking
smile
about
again.
her now.
Yeah, because she's so
It's not
cocky.
me
She's super
distracting
cocky,
you.
and
She
you
can
know
throw a
that might
punch.
rub you the wrong way, and that she's don't read into that.
Yeah.
it's
Huh?
just she does badass things in the other way. She's a little aggressive, but it's the Mando blood, Joe. It's
She's
the
a leader.
Mandalorian
You
blood.
got
She's
to be
a leader.
the
assertive.
heiress.
Yeah, sure.
So
Little
it's fine.
arrogance. Her
I'm
sister
okay with
was
it.
killed.
I
So
like her character.
okay, good. Hopefully. All right. So, but I am interested to see where they're going with this. Will she wield the Darksaber again? Will she give it to the Mandalorian?
No.
Will the Mandalorian
She's
wield the
looking all
Darksaber
love
and
for
not
it.
her?
She
Will
ain't-
she get jealous at the Mandalorian for wielding the Darksaber? Will the two Mandalorian factions fight each other?
Fight
Religious
it on the
extremists
next
and the progressives,
AngryJoe show.
the conservatives and the liberal side. I don't know. All right, guys, we will find out all that on the next following episode.
Yeah,
Joe
every
time.
single
Same
thing will be
Joe
answered in the next episode.
channel.
No.
Come right back. It'll be
but
there.
just so y'all know, the next episode is directed by Carl Weathers, and then it's Dave Filoni. And I guarantee you, episode 5, Dave Filoni, I guarantee you that's where Ahsoka Tano is.
Dylan,
We're
you
not getting
son of
Ahsoka
a
Tano in the
bitch.
next episode. You might get a tease of her at the end where she like, and then it smash cuts. But Dave Filoni, episode 5, Ahsoka Tano, I'm calling it here. Bye, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching. Bye.